we hear talk of food shortages in certain parts of North America. It's wild to hear about that, while at the same time we're stopping truckers from being able to do their job. So I'm just wondering if you have any update for us or anything you've heard on this topic lately.
We just wrote a story earlier this week saying that livestock feed was going to be affected by this in a terrible way. That trucking companies were trucking companies have always had a hard time finding drivers. I mean, let's be clear with that. But it's making it worse. It's like the same thing with vaccine mandates for healthcare. You've got a crippled industry that you are now moving the ability of it to walk ever. This is a problem. As far as vaccine mandates go, I mean, since the convoy was dispersed, you do see smaller efforts here and there. I know there was supposed to be a big convoy in Victoria a couple of weeks ago that, you know, the city was preparing for. They're even looking into ways of getting them, keeping them off the ferries from getting there. But the thing is, number one, it's a federal mandate, and so a lot of the guys who are protesting, again, they're not really political, so they may not necessarily know where this is coming from. They may not understand how one mandate can be provincial and another federal, and even some can be municipal, depending. So this remains a federal vaccine mandate that hasn't been lifted, and that's why, you know, the convoy was in Ottawa as opposed to a legislature. But Trudeau's getting away with this. He has not lifted anything. You're right, it is spiteful, it's hateful, it's malicious. You can just look at the curl of his lip when he talks about these individuals and their positions towards his mandates and his rules. But I also know of many people who were forced out of work because of vaccine mandates, tried to ride it out, but let's face it, this is British Columbia. It's extremely expensive to live here. They couldn't last forever. They did go back and get the shots. They were coerced into doing it. It's terrible.